Joy Gurudev, Shambhu Mahadeva. Now, in this seventh video, we are going to talk about the different techniques by which these experts could see this smallest particle of existence, or that what they call as Shiva, the God particle, Anitya, which is changeless, which doesn't move, which is constant, and which causes creation and destruction, which creates the 10 directions around him or her or it. So we are talking about this right now. So what are the techniques and how will you understand that this smallest particle is a part of existence and is there within you, and it's destroying itself and creating itself, destroying, creating, sustaining, destroying, creating, sustaining, destroying. The process is on in 1 second. If you put a 1 and put 22 zeros ahead of it, that many times in 1 second it is created and it is destroyed. That is what science says. And science says that only by the effect, by the trait that it leaves behind itself, we can think about it. We can never see it. There is no instrument, there will never be any instrument which can make it possible for us to look at this small particle. And the black material or the blue material or the God particle, that is also discovered. So, for people who are doing Swarodaya Yoga, we will first talk about you. So people who are doing Swarodaya Yoga, so today we are giving you a gift. But fortunately or unfortunately, whatever you want to call it, this gift is only and only for people who are regular in their practice of Hansa Kriya in the night. If you are not regular, this gift is of no use to you because you won't be able to use it. What is the gift? First you take the gift and then we will see the process of how you can see the smallest resonance particle, which is known as Budbuda, Kalai, or Shukshma Tattva. So what is that gift? Now here is your gift. It is a pillow. When you sleep tonight, performing your Hansa Kriya, you first do the Ho, then you lie down, and then you consider, you very well, with 100% faith in your mind, know that your pillow is nothing but the lap of your Guru. And you lie down and you understand that you are lying down in the lap of your Guru and start your Hansa Kriya. Now when you do Hansa Kriya, people who are doing it correct and people who are doing it regular will be feeling some kind of tingling, some energy, some kind of vibrations throughout their body, their face, their hands, legs, and different parts of the body. Some people may feel some kind of pain also. That is also all right, it doesn't matter. But when you are doing Hansa Kriya and the tingling feeling that you are getting, you must put your attention on that part of the body. Say if you're feeling a tingling feeling over here, mostly it starts with the third eye, but I'm not talking about the third eye tingling feeling, because then you will be confused that you have to look at the center of the eyebrow only. Say you're feeling a tingling feeling around here. So you put your attention around here. Keep your attention here, here, here. You will feel itchiness, pain, tingling feeling, more stronger tingling feeling on the rest of the parts of the body. But don't try to divert your attention. Keep your attention to the part where you have put your attention before. Now start reducing this circumference. Start reducing, start reducing, start reducing, and you come to a single point. Now, when you come to a single point, start reducing your attention to that single point. Keep reducing, keep reducing, keep reducing. Keep reducing and come to the smallest area. Even a tip of a pin is million times more bigger. You bring your attention to the smallest tingling portion, and suddenly, if you are not very restless to find out that resonance particle, or if you are not very restless to look at it or feel it, you will be completely senseless throughout your body. You will become completely senseless. You won't be able to sense any part of your body except that one dot. And suddenly you will see that dot, and it will be flickering. Made, destroyed, made, destroyed, made, destroyed. And if you keep looking, you will see white, black, white, black, white, black, 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 tuck, 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 tuck. And then if you keep looking, you will see that the time will slow down, and it will turn white, turn into other colors, turn into a bubble. You see those kids doing that water bubble, soap bubble? They blow and there is slow bubble. So that bubbles, it will come and it will go. Sometimes it will come and it will blast. Sometimes come, go, come, go, come, go. So you keep looking at it. And if you can't see it, then you might feel a bubbling feeling, pop, 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 popping feeling, as if it is popping over here. Pop, 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 pop. It keeps popping. So you will feel this popping feeling for sure. And the more you can hold on your concentration, your attention, your conscious over there, the more the secrets of this resonance particle will open up to you. The more and more the secrets will be coming out. Now this practice can be done by sitting Hansa Kriya also, not only lying down Hansa Kriya. In the daytime, if you are sitting and if you are doing Hansa Kriya, then in the daytime also you can understand this. Wherever, either on the third eye, on the tip of the nose, on the ear, cheek, anywhere, you take a portion and you go deep into that portion. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And the moment you move your body, that sensation will be lost. So while doing this total practice, you have to keep your body still like a statue, white marble statue of Lord Shiva. You can keep your body in the position that you are very relaxed. Don't move. Be relaxed. If you want to lie down, but don't move. Be totally still. And you will see that slowly that resonance particle comes to you. Of course, this pillow, Guru's lap, will be very, very useful for you in this process if you are lying down. Tomorrow we will be giving you another gift. But again, fortunately, unfortunately, this gift is only for people who are regular with their Kriya. This gift we will talk about tomorrow. Now we will talk about the second method of how you can come to the realization of this smallest particle, resonance particle, Budbuda, Shukshma Tattva, Kalai, within your system. How can you become aware of it? How will you recognize it? For that, either you call it Shukshma Tattva or Karan Tattva. It has been explained in the previous video. What is Karan Tattva, Shukshma Tattva? For detail, all the Kolacharis who are watching this video, they will be taught, but it's not for even Swarodaya yogis also. It is a very high wisdom which is saved and only saved for students of Siddhachar, Vamachar and Kolachar. So it's not for the people, even for Swarodaya yoga, participants who are authorized for all the wisdom, but this is hidden from them. Many wisdom of Kolachar is so secret, it can be only given to the Kul, the family, not beyond the family, not outside the family. Now the second method is mantra chanting. The first method was for the Swarodaya yogis who are doing the Swarodaya yoga course or any course connected with Swarodaya or Swar. Now the second part is for the mantra chanters. It is not that only the meditators will be able to witness, to see this resonance particle. Even people who are chanting mantra will be able to do that. But how? So when you are chanting the mantra, the Bij mantra, each sound is nothing but it's an energy. So each sound is an energy, and in that Bij mantras are very powerful because Bij mantras are very strong energy. Now what this energy does, now if you have done a particular course, you must have seen that Kalash Vidhi. We have told you that how if you take a water of Kalash and if you put little turmeric on it and you chant Om, or if you chant some bad word, or if you chant some Bij mantra or Maha mantra, there are some patterns which will be forming inside the water. And what are these patterns? These patterns are actually the yantras of that mantra. You might also see the Sanskrit Devanagari alphabets in the water when you chant the mantra. So what are these patterns? What are these mantras? These mantras are different patterns which are caused in the water and in our consciousness because of the mantra. Now, if you bring your attention to the particular part of the body which is vibrated by a certain mantra. For example, if you are doing Kamla Devi mantra, it vibrates your heart. If you are doing Guru mantra, it vibrates your crown, your head and your genital. If you are doing Bhuvneshwari mantra, it vibrates your crown, your temples, your heart and your anus, Muladhara chakra. So you take your mantra and mark don't chant it loudly, okay? You chant it in your mind only. And while chanting it in your mind, you just see where are you feeling the vibrations. And if you are not sure about it, you can, just contact your mentor and tell the mentor that I am doing the mantra of this goddess and I'm feeling the vibrations in this part of the body. Is it correct? And if the mentor says yes, this part is correct, then you concentrate on that part. Say if the mentor says third eye is correct, then you concentrate on third eye. If you're doing Kali or Krishna mantra, you have to concentrate on this part, this triangle. So if you're concentrating, say, on this triangle, you will feel the vibrations while chanting the mantra. Just keep making it smaller. You come to one dot and then you go inside. So this resonance particle, you will start feeling that there is something bubbling. Pop, 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 pop. Kali mantra, Tripura Sundari mantra, Kamakhya Devi mantra, and Krishna mantra. This part was popping, or you might see that Buddha. You will see that ovalness. That also. Now, some Kalacharis, they use, this Panchamakara. They get so intoxicated that their concentration is nowhere. Forget one dot, they can't even concentrate on the whole body. Their whole concentration is lost. But there is nothing opposite to anything in this creation, and there is no good, there is no bad. So what happens in them is when they concentrate on nothing, that nothingness is God particle. They can just be there in that vacuum. Not see that, but be that in that black vacuum. They call it Adya Devi, the Kali. And then if they bring back to their consciousness, if they come back to their consciousness, they see it popping. Now there is a kriya of Kalachar, Prasad Prakriti. I've yet not tried to name it because it's very powerful, and I'm not very sure to teach it or not to teach it. So when you're performing that kriya, that performing one kriya first of all takes a lot of time, and nowadays people don't have time. And when you perform that kriya, when you do that kriya, when you perform that kriya, and then you drop yourself, when you lie down, you are into that God particle. But as your consciousness comes back, your awareness comes back, you start seeing, or you start, feeling that bubbles pop, 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 and you feel you are inside that bubble. That is the most accurate, experiencing of this resonance particle. So that is also possible. Music, if you concentrate on music, not this dham dham dham, some devotional, some classical music, by that also you sometimes come into this. Sometimes when you are constipated or when you are having loose motions and you are sitting, you see some black color bubbles all around you. Sometimes when you sneeze, you cough, you see some bubbles pop 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 pop, pop popping around you. That bubbles are nothing but resonance particles. They are not in the, they can be in the atmosphere, but most of the time you see those bubbles popping within you and you feel you are seeing them outside. Sometimes when you sneeze very loud and you see those popping, that is that resonance particle that you see. So sometimes you see, sometimes you feel, but you can see. So mantra does this, meditation does it, and the very first time when I witness it, but I didn't knew that this is that Karan Tattva or Sukshma Tattva or Buddha or Kalai or resonance particle, is when I was practicing Tratak. I was in my teenage, I remember that. And I would concentrate on essence sticks fire. And I would get big essence sticks, I would wet them and I would lit them and I would just watch it burning down, and 4 hours, 5 hours of essence sticks would burn. I would bring essence sticks which would work for 4 hours or 5 hours, and I would just sit looking at that. So there I used to see something in fire, but it wasn't very clear. So one day, after many years, that time I had studied the various scriptures and I knew what is Kalai or Buddha. And I was in my house. I must be around 23, 24, 25 at that time. And I was concentrating on a yantra. No, I must be much elder than that. I was 30 plus at that time. And when I started Tratak and I would see some bubbles, bubbling and blotting and going in the fire, in the fire, when I could see that in the essence sticks fire, it's very thin, it's very small. So after that, after 30, age 30 for sure, because I received Ma Bhuvneshwari at the age of 30. I was doing Tratak on a yantra. And that yantra Bindu I started doing the Tratak on. Bindu was this big or maybe this big. And I kept on looking at the Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. And suddenly I said to myself to reduce the dimension of the Bindu. I started reducing, and finally, small pin I could see, and I was concentrating. My eyes were, teary. Tears were rolling down, water was rolling down. But I kept on watching. And suddenly, that bubbly poppins, they started inside. I could see that. And not only for, maybe for few, not even a second, or for a friction of second, then I couldn't keep my eyes open and I closed it. And I said, oh my God, this is the Kalai. What Buddha has said, this is the resonance particle. That time they didn't name it resonance, or I didn't knew that they have already found it and they have called it resonance particle. But I said, oh my God, this is the same thing. And then I looked at my eyes in the mirror and they had become very light color. I generally have dark eyes, black eyes, but when I overdo Tratak, they become lighter. My eyes become lighter. So then I rested. I put some water. And if you are doing Tratak, don't do it without guidance. Okay, if you have done the Mahavidya course and if Tratak has been taught to you, only and only then you can do it. In between, we had a free course of how to do Tratak on Yantra. If you have done that, then only. Don't try any of the techniques that I've told you on your own. They can be very dangerous if you try that. Okay, so I could see this popping and I rested. I said, it's okay, chalo, it's over, it's done. And I just calmed down and I relaxed. So these are the different methods that I know I have experienced, by which you can come to the realization, actualization of this resonance particle, of this small particle. So this is it. And I think today we have learned a lot. So we need to rest well. So please rest well, do your Hansa Kriya, share on the group, and people who are doing it regularly, from today, tonight itself, start using the pillow. Start using the pillow. Hari Om Tat Sat.